Hello, everyone. Maybe when you watch this show, the game would have started. We decided all of a sudden that let's look at the AFCON. As you know, that we are playing tomorrow, but it's an opening game shortly. Not long. We'll be watching the opening game. So we decided let's do it, and then you know that the show is called TBR SSF Show. With myself, the sober voice, Wally Fadzi. I'm all by myself, but accompanied by you. Whenever you watch this, you'll be able to see it. We'll try to make it relevant, whether now or later, or even tomorrow. Most importantly, the reason why we do this show, we try all the time to give some educational element. That's very, very important. As have already indicated that the game will be starting soon between Morocco and Comoros, which is the opening game. It says 8 o'clock, but here on our shows it's 9 o'clock. And then as I record this show, it is 34 minutes past 8. So I hope the game hasn't started because I also want to watch the game. But we saw something very big today, announcement by CAF, led by Dr. Patrice Motsepe, giving the announcement, the changes, the structural changes of football. One of the things that I want to show is the relationship between football and money, between football and economy. So that's one of the things that I want to share with you. Um, and as I said, I think you have heard me that everybody's doing well in South Africa and they need to be congratulated. This guy, Veli Lemnyandu, gave a post on his tweet to give what Dr. Patrice Motsepe said in his press conference. I had an opportunity to listen to the entire press conference, listen what are the issues that are being brought forth. They've introduced a number of changes, and then this press conference was happening at Roulay Abdoulaye Stadium in Rabat, in Morocco. And then big announcement were made by Dr. Patrice Motsepe to say AFCON now will happen now every after 4 years, starting from 2028. One of the take-up that I took in that press conference is when he said they engage other federations, other associations, because remember one of the things that we struggled with was the release of the players. That has been a problem. So I'm happy that he said the president of FIFA was involved, Gianni Infantino, and then he involved the European. He tried to involve all the federations. Well, I never heard him mentioning America, but I suspect that has already been done. So that there is a seamless, coordination of activities. So that's very important. As you can see, he announced that AFCON will move to 4-year cycle after the next edition of 2027 and 2028, with following tournament scheduled for 2032. The change comes with CAF set to introduce the first ever African Nation League as from 2028. Now, I'll try to understand what he said. You need to understand we don't have those much resources to be able to, to get firsthand. So we rely on sources that we get. But nevertheless, it's like building Rome. It didn't take a day to build a Rome. So yeah, we'll get there. So this Nations Cup League it will be played by African teams, all our teams in Africa. And then, so they'll be able to be competing for this tournament. Now, this tournament, African nations, will be played across September, October, and November. The competition will see the continent divided into different regions. They will divide the continents into different regions. Meanwhile, the Africa Cup of Nations, AFCON, will be held every 4 years, starting in 2028. All right. Now, remember, if we play this tournament, our players who are playing in Europe, they'll come and play on our shores, okay? But I don't know how they're going to navigate. Maybe we'll get more details, because I can imagine if, because if I understand very well, until such time we get the news, because this one, the Africa nations, the Africa Cup of Nations, it's for the teams. So we still have to understand if a player, like for instance, Mbogazi will be playing for Chicago Fire, they will be paying his salary. Now, how is it going to happen? Are we expecting Mbogazi to come back and play maybe for Pirates or any other team that they have an arrangement? So we still have to get clarity on that. But I'm sure those who have clarity will give us the news. But let's look at the economy part of it. This is going to make the teams active, one, and then the football will be attractive. They'll attract more. They will attract more sponsorship. They will attract more sponsorship, and then the players will get more money. The viewership is going to increase. The business, those who want to advertise, they'll get the opportunity of advertising because they are going to get a little bit more audience. So if you look at it, and if that is the case, remember, there will be tourism going on. People are going to spend money for the BNBs. The economy is going to increase. And remember, we have the Club World Cup. The Club World Cup also, which is another innovation with the new leaders in football. And then we want to congratulate CAF. But one element that I want to bring is this. We need to congratulate everybody who contributed as far as this is concerned, because I can tell you that not only the current leadership contributed. The last show that I did, I showed how many local players are playing in the AFCON, about 21, which makes South Africa the leading country with local players. And not only that, we have players who are playing in South Africa for other teams, for other countries. That shows that our PSL profile has risen. And that should be attributed to the efforts of people like Dr. Arvin Khoza and his team, people like Dr. Motaung for being there for football during the wee days or the olden days when they were selling tickets from the boot of the cars. And not only that, people like Jomo Sono, we know how influential he was, and he's still influential in terms of our local football. Those are the people who contributed, all right, to be where we are. And it's not only that. Remember, we have people like Pine Chabe, a former Moroka Swallows boss, who used to unearth a huge talent in South Africa. There are a number of people who contributed a lot to what we are. And as I was doing this, I was thinking about a number of people like Ndate Senghane from Velcom, who was the deputy president of SANFA, also contributed. The late George Tabe also contributed. Mulifi Oliphant, you name them. And if I go to Bethlehem, where I grew up, I know people like Braquela for Bethlehem United, and then Bramike, Kwakwa Stars, and all that. And Petrus Molemela in Bloemfontein. Those are people who contributed. And then there's one friend of mine, whom we talk a lot, George Lalele from Velcom. I used to talk to him about Velcom Real Hearts because I used to watch Velcom Real Hearts, having come to Orlando Stadium to come and play Pirates. I used to be a Pirates fan by then. Those who know me have been always a fan of Jomo, so I would attend all the games. So, Velcom Real Hearts had real stars, German Nanzana, Zambia Madolo, you name them. Chipa Rasignalo, I understand he's late. And then I happened to work with his sister, who's also late, who was a principal in Davidson. And then when I discovered that he's Rasignalo, I said, there was a player from Velcom by the name of Chipa Rasignalo. He said, he's my baby brother. So there are a lot of people who contributed. My own blood brother from Harrismith, he had a team called Casino Stars. I know at some point he wanted me. In fact, we did it. We talked to Gloria Hlalele because I was very close to Gloria Hlalele. Gloria Hlalele is from Tembisa, with him and his business manager. And then we took Gloria Stars or Gloria 11. I can't remember the name of the team to Harrismith, because Gloria was like one of the first lady who were playing football. So everybody was eager to see this lady who plays football. So that's the element that I want to bring to say. A lot of people have contributed a lot. I can name them. I'm sure wherever you are in your own area, you know people that were struggling to try to build this industry, which is football. So, yeah, and then these other people, yes, Dr. Patrice has contributed a lot in terms of investing in the local football, school sports, and so on. But this started long ago. And then I was talking to somebody from, I think it was from Ladysmith, if I'm not mistaken. I was asking him about Lamontville Golden Arrows. Or, no, the African Wanderers, yeah. Because the owner of African Wanderers, I can't remember the name. So those are the people who contributed. Remember, African Wanderers produced so many good stars. There is one star that I still remember, Samora Kulu. Oh, the man was a nightmare. When he was here at Orlando Stadium, and then I would be there watching the game. Once he jumped the center line, he would kick the ball and he was very accurate. He scored a goal from that side. And then there was also Waga Dikwebe from the Free State. I can't remember the town, and I'm told it's late. Your David Khatebe, I'm told is from Leeds and so on. So there's a lot of people who have contributed in football. But now it's nice to see that it has matured. It has become a serious business. And then, and I'm sure the youngsters of today, they will reap the rewards. So those are some of the things that I wanted to share with you, to say, let's go forward and support AFCON. And then remember, we are there for Bafana Bafana. We know we want them to go and represent us well, and I'm sure they will represent us well. And then they are playing tomorrow. So yeah, if things go according to plan, I'm sure Coach Khoza will be there, because I requested him that can he join me to analyze the games. And then if it's not there, we'll continue. So we'll just try to analyze the games and then and see how do we see them. And then yeah, so those are the news that I really wanted to share with you. And then yeah, I also want to share something you know all the time. When I do the show, I'll always bump in the Messi special. I just want to see what can I share as far as that is concerned. I'm sure I'll be able to get something there because I think I've prepared something to share as far as the Messi special is concerned. But let me share some of the news that I want to share. And then this is the worth of the teams, all right? Senegal, okay, in terms of the value of the players, they worth about 449 million US dollars. Then Morocco, they worth about 439 million. Ivory Coast, 339 million. Nigeria, 287 million. Cameroon, 225 million US dollars. These are in US dollars. And Algeria, 225 million US dollars. Egypt, 136 US dollars. DRC, Congo, 134 million US dollars. And Tunisia, 71 million US dollars. South Africa, 45 million US dollars. Remember, our players are locally based. And we are crossing fingers that boys bring the cup home. Bring the cup home. It's going to be very tough. And the other thing that I would like to share is the fixtures. Okay, the group stages fixtures. I hope you'll see them. As you can see, we are playing tomorrow against Angola. And then, yeah, so the first game is this one. And then, so then you can see our games as they unfold. Let me see, because I don't see properly from here. Yeah, our first game is against Angola. And then where is the next one? I'll show you now. The next game is us against Egypt on the 26th of December. And then the next game, which is the third game, is 29th December. We are playing Zimbabwe. So we'll watch the space very closely and see how things are going to unfold. So we are watching that space very closely. Now, let me show you the history of the World Cup, the trophy. In 1930 to 1970, it was looking like this. And then since 1974, it's looking like this. And I'm told it's a pure gold. Of course, why not? Because they are playing from Africa. I mean, Africa, we have gold. So it's pure gold, and it's a very precious trophy. So yeah, those are some of the news. And then we are saying big up to all those people who contribute. I want to hear from you, from wherever you are. Who do you remember who contributed, who sacrificed? Lana besibabiza bopressa, yabaza bopressa, and bathatha imali yasendlini, amagezi agezwa bomama nengane zabo, and so on, and the little money that they have. So abopressa, they were trying their best ukuthi hey madoda asiboneni ukuthi sinceda kanjani squad i-team. So now they've contributed a lot. So we need to say big up to them. They've done a brilliant job. So we need to be very grateful to the job that they've done. One of the things that I wanted to share around Messi was he contributed a huge amount of money to the people in America. So I realized it's like I did not prepare that pic so that I can share for you. After they experience the floods, and then this is what I like. I like people who understand that on earth we want to leave a legacy. It's not about you. What are you contributing to the development of mankind? So I see Nyandoro his foundation has been doing a very good job. So those are the kind of things that we want to see. We want to see people contributing to the development of football and people in general. So big up to the GOAT. And I'm told that he normally does these things and then he doesn't want to, he wants to be anonymous. It's not only him, even Cristiano Ronaldo does a lot of contribution. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you to those people who are following. And maybe you'll see tomorrow this show, but nevertheless, we'll be posting it right away. Thank you so much and much appreciated. Rekao fela, Sisonke, we are together on some singwe rotle, the beat goes on. Mushito Tsolapila. I thank you. Hello everyone, we are back. My name is the Sobri Boys Walefatsi from TBR, which simply means the Big R Solutions. Here I'm representing the company called the Big R Financial Service Provider, Financial Services, which is an authorized and registered service provider. Our license number is FSP 47430. I'm talking to all government employees age 55 and above who are already thinking of exiting the system. They either want to go on pension or they want to resign. Two things that comes to mind: how do I save? How do I save on penalties? How do I ensure that the tax is not so huge? What can I do to make sure that I achieve those goals? Now, if you want to know how to achieve those goals, come to us, drop us a WhatsApp, we'll call you. The WhatsApp number is very simple. It's 067 915 1447. 067 915 1447. Drop us a WhatsApp. Don't call, but drop us a WhatsApp. And then we are working together with Allen Gray on this product, on this project. So Allen Gray is our product supplier. So we assist people using that product supply. So it's up to you to give us a shout or drop us a WhatsApp. We'll therefore come back to you. I thank you.
Khoza, ke le tsebisa ka buka ya ka e buang ka tsela yeo ke tsamaileng bophelong ba ka. Le tla utlwa ka mathata ao ke bileng le ona le katleho yeo ke e fihletseng. Hape le hore radio e nkahile jwang hore ke fetole bophelo ba ka. Takatso ya ka ke hore o fumane buka ena ya ka e tla fetola bophelo ba hao. Ya buang ke Dr. Chomani. Take it easy.